participatory way that draws on the full potential of women and men as professionals and citizens, guided by a number of able and knowledgeable organizations, within a just and transparent institutional framework. To confront the 21st century challenges to our economy and national security, our education system must be strengthened to increase the foreign language skills and cultural awareness of our students. America's continued global leadership will depend on our students' abilities to interact with the world community both inside and outside our borders. Water is at the core of sustainable development. Water resources, and the range of services they provide, underpin poverty reduction, economic growth and environmental sustainability. From food and energy security to human and environmental health, water contributes to improvements in social well-being and inclusive growth, affecting the livelihoods of billions. In a sustainable world that is achievable in the near future, water and related resources are managed in support of human well-being and ecosystem. Sufficient and safe water is made available to meet every person's basic needs, with healthy lifestyles and behaviors easily upheld through reliable and affordable water supply and sanitation services, in turn supported by equitably extended and efficiently managed infrastructure. The advantages and disadvantages of solar power compared to other forms of renewable energy have been greatly debated. While obviously superior to some forms of energy, solar power's high cost and efficiency dependent on geography have limited its appeal. However, a large number of advantages also merit further development and even possible adaptation for residences. Advantages of solar power. Solar energy remains popular because it is both a renewable and clean source of energy.
Many insecurities, fears, and doubts stem from lack of understanding or lack of knowledge about something. The more you understand and know about a situation, the more comfortable you will be and thus the less power your shyness will have over you. Let's take for example the subject of public speaking. Disabled people were among the early adopters of personal computers. They were quick to appreciate that word processing programs and printers gave them freedom from dependence on others to read and write for them. Some of these disabled early adopters became very knowledgeable about what could be achieved and used their knowledge to become independent students at a high level. On October 12, 1492, Columbus wrote in his journal that the native people of the Americas should be good servants. Moreover, from his very first contact with native people, Columbus had the domination in mind, and after his second voyage, Columbus sent back a consignment of natives to be sold as slaves, and lastly, in a letter to Luis de Santangel, Columbus made clear that the natives had done nothing to deserve ill treatment. Negotiation is a common process in business to mainly solve business conflicts between both parties, Moreover, a compromise is a basic negotiation state in which both parties give up something that they want in order to get something else they want more. And lastly, a negotiation cannot resolve all the conflict if one party is unwilling to resolve the problem.
Every year, up to 8,000 qualified and experienced women and men of some 160 different nationalities volunteer to help others at the United Nations Volunteers (UNV) program. Moreover, these UN volunteers work in some 130 countries promoting peace, responding to disasters, empowering communities and helping to build sustainable livelihoods and lasting development. And lastly, being a UN volunteer is not a career, but it is rich with opportunities and experience and offers huge personal rewards.
People who have limited mobility or limited manual skills can find it difficult to obtain or hold printed material. Visually impaired people can find it difficult or impossible to read print, but both these groups can be enabled to use a computer and, therefore, access the information electronically.
In the process of negotiation, compromise is a basic negotiation state in which both parties give up something and get something else in order to reach an agreement that is acceptable to both, but negotiation cannot resolve all the conflict if one party is unwilling to resolve the problem. Tim Berners-Lee, the inventor of the World Wide Web, is a revolutionary scientist who has altered the way people think as well as the way they live, believing the internet can foster human understanding and even world peace. Because an individual now have the same access to information as the elite, there is not much time to sit back and reflect because society will never be the same. There is an expected increase in demand for various alternative resources, but people should ensure natural world can still work well to earn the future well-being because the world population rises. Although some brands stay fresh for generations, Marmite is over 100 years old, others become jaded due to changes in consumer tastes and lifestyles. At this point, the firms need to refresh the brand image to keep the products relevant to the target market. A clear objective must be set. This question of whether language is partly due to nature or wholly due to learning or nurture is often referred to as the nature-nurture controversy, because this issue resurfaced in linguistics when the linguist Noam Chomsky wrote a devastating and witty review of verbal behavior, while Skinner's book claimed to explain language as a set of habits gradually built up over the years.